What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to our channel here at Vagabond Builds. And today we're bringing you another in-depth review video on the all-new 2024 Volkswagen Atlas in the SEL trim. And we're going to be talking about the exterior, the interior, and specs about this exact car. But before we do, because it is not a sponsored video, if you do appreciate our content and want to support our channel, we really do appreciate it. Tap that like button, subscribe to our channel. If you got something for us to film, here's our email below. Email us and we could talk details later. A special shout out and a thank you to Nilo Volkswagen here in Sacramento for providing us this beautiful 2024 Volkswagen Atlas for this review. Now, stay tuned, keep watching. We're gonna be dropping that MSRP sticker so you guys get an exact idea of what exactly comes on this car and the MSRP price on top. Now let's go ahead and bring the all-new 2024 Volkswagen Atlas to you. All right, everybody, so now let's talk about the all-new redesigned look of exterior, interior, and even the powertrain on the 2024s that we see now on the market. Let's kick this review off with talking some specs. So a little bit about the specs. Now, in the 2023 model, you had the option of getting a 2.0 four-cylinder, 235 horsepower engine or a 276 horsepower V6 engine. But now they got rid of that. That's done away with. And now you have the 2.0 TSI motor in the four-cylinder turbocharged 16-valve dual overhead cam. The horsepower is 269 and then 273 pounds-feet of torque. Comes with the 8-speed automatic transmission. A little bit about the MPG, 19 city and a 25 highway with a 21 combined. And again, the 2024s do come standard in the front wheel drive, but you have an option of adding the all-wheel drive. Now, this exact car that you're looking at comes with the all-wheel drive. They do come with the electric power steering, and again, they also still hold that maximum towing capacity of 5,000 pounds on this exact car. Now, that is with the all-wheel drive that they include the tow package with the hitch and all that good stuff. So again, 2.0 liter turbocharged engine at 269 horsepower with the 273 pounds-feet of torque. You get the shock, automatic shock that comes up so you don't have that regular hood prop. Now let's go ahead and shut the hood and talk the new redesigned front end with starting with these beautiful headlights in the IQ light. We left the hazards and the lights on so you guys get an idea with the dual stage jewel eye headlights and the black housing with that new LED bar going all the way across that front end here, and it just gives it a very higher class techie feel on this Atlas. Volkswagen sign is illuminated with the chrome and the piano black gloss grille. The bottom side of this SEL trim is that matte black plastic, which takes a nice beating and it lasts long. Bumper sensors integrated into the lower side of that bumper cover, here, and then across, finishing off with that kind of matte gray look on the bottom. Coming over to the side. Now, they do change the rims or the wheels completely across all models in the 2024. So here, what are we looking at? We're looking at a bicolor black gloss on the inside of this rim with the machine surface silver. What kind of tires they're running are the Continentals cross contacts, and they're running a 255/50/20. Now, remember, different trims, you're going to see different rims in tires. For example, like the R version or the R trim, they literally come with the 21-inch rims and so forth. Just keep an eye out for that in different trims or what you're shopping for. Matte black plastic wheel well trim going across from the front over to the wheel well and then all the way over to the back. Again, remember, this does take a beating and last long, all right? With regards to the suspension, you have that regular shock strut suspension. Coming over, let's look at the new side of the body angles. Beautiful look. Let's go ahead and get you some length, width, and height specs. Now, starting with the length, you have 201 inches, with the width in 78 inches, and a height of 70 inches, everybody. What do you think? You think this will fit in your garage? Let us know in the comment section below. But honestly, I think it'll fit in the average garage. Now, side mirror, integrated blinker lighting in the LED, two colors with that matte black plastic with the cover here in the same color as the car. You get the blind spot assist, keyless fob entry. On the lower side of the rocker panel area, let me go ahead and open that door and show you guys how it looks. Matte black plastic with that chrome trim. All right. And then over to the windows, you get the chrome trim going across with the roof rails in that kind of hyper silver look. Now, something I want to show you guys, Volkswagen is embedded or put there on the front, or sorry, the back side of the front door there, adding some character and letting you know that you were driving the Volkswagen Atlas. Now coming over to the rear of this Atlas, saying what do we get? LED lighting, we left the blinkers on again so you guys get an idea. That super cool LED bars going all the way across, same idea as the front over to the back. And honestly, you're looking at this Volkswagen, and if you ask me, I'd have to say it just gives it a rich high-tech feel with these LED bars going across, just gives it a very clean look. Volkswagen, instead of being in that white light, it actually is illuminated red here in the back, okay? The front is white and here in the back is red, kind of just coming together with that rear taillight. Atlas right under that Volkswagen emblem. You have the backup camera right over that license plate area. SEL letting you know the trim and a 4Motion all-wheel drive. That is what comes on the Volkswagens if you're getting the all-wheel drive. And honestly, my best advice to anybody would be get the all-wheel drive. Tow package, again, 5,000 pounds of towing capacity with your plug already there integrated. Now, these are dual tip covers. Now, one thing I wanted to point out to you guys is the exhaust is not coming through here. It just looks like the exhaust is coming through, but the actually real tip is under the car right here, and there's one on each side, okay? So you have one tip here and then one tip here, all right? So pretty much these are just kind of for the look, all right? Giving you that kind of exhaust sporty look with that dual tip on the back or the rear end. Up top, you got the spoiler with the integrated brake lighting. Now let's go ahead and enter the cargo area and talk some cargo space. And now for the cargo area, talking with the seats up, okay? So if the third row seats are up, you get a whopping 25 cubic feet of space. If we're to go ahead and drop those seats down, you get about 55.5 cubic feet of space, and that's just for the third row dropped. And if we were to drop third and second row, you get a whopping 96.8 cubic feet of space, okay? Now let's go ahead and show you guys how that would look if we were to drop. Now you could drop from here, these levers, all right? Or you could just literally pull that and that'll drop there. And I'll show you guys that also and drop, okay? So that's about 55.5 cubic feet of space. And if we were to go ahead and drop that second row, if you're tall enough, you can literally do it from here. All right, we don't have any electric buttons here in the back on the SEL trim for dropping that second row, okay? Now, what I'm gonna show you guys is what's under this mat. You have, again, the optional cover to put up top so you're covering your trunk space, the tow hitch, and again, the full-size spare tire that I wanna show you guys in this video. And that is right there, okay? That is on the inside of the car, which I'm a fan of the tires going on in the inside because it's not catching all that mess, rust, and all that good stuff. All right, now cubby room here on the left and right. You got the LED nice true light lighting with a 12-volt outlet right there here in the back, all right? Now, pretty much done with the cargo, so let's go ahead and prop this up for later on in the video. All right, but now that we're pretty much done talking about specs, exterior look, and the cargo area, let's go ahead and jump to the interior. All right, so now let's talk interior of the all-new 2024 VW Atlas in the SEL trim and get a load of this new look. And again, right off the bat with everything that is touch sensitive, oh my goodness, it gives it that simple minimalist look, and the piano black trim coming together with this perforated leather with the stitching, electric controlled seats. My goodness, Volkswagen is stepping up their game with this beautiful all new Atlas. Now, let's go ahead and bring this interior to you starting with this door panel area, okay? So what do we see here? We get that kind of plastic top, that wooden look inlay. Now, this is not a natural wood for people who'd like to know. Down here, you got that perforated leather in the kind of brown look. Black with the same color stitching controls for your windows and your automatic foldable heated side mirrors. On the left-hand side here of this manual steering column, you have your lighting control unit, and that is with your defroster, front defroster, and your rear, and it's touch sensitive as I turn it on, turn it off, and then the other parts are your headlights, and they are completely off now, okay? The steering wheel, all right, still kind of the same look of the steering wheel from the 2023 over to the 2024, but you still get that new look on that VW emblem. Now is standard to get in the 2024 Atlases a heated steering wheel with ventilated seats. That is coming standard is what I'm getting with regards to information. Full digital driver cockpit cluster display that you can control with your controls here on your steering wheel, all right? And I'm gonna show you guys that. Now you can customize that cluster of how you kind of want it to look. Now just by these buttons here, let's go ahead and go into our info cards on the right and left. Go to settings, or we'll go down and we can literally put the average speed, or we could go to the left and then we could also drop, like for example, gear display. We'll go to that and it's in parking now. And we could change all that, you know, go into your fuel tank display, letting you know what your gas is. But you also have it here, but you also got kind of a little info bar down on the lower side of that driver cockpit cluster, okay? You could also change the view of the whole cluster itself. All right, full navigation, that's pretty cool. And then if we go ahead and set that to no display, you'll literally get a full navigation screen. Like, that's pretty cool, okay? Now, one thing I like you guys to pay attention to is how that piano black trim comes across that full dashboard and just kind of gives it that rich look as you're driving, just increasing that experience to the driving of this Atlas. You do have the heads-up display here, all right, gives you the miles per hour stop sign, or I mean road sign recognition and lane departure assist, all in your heads-up display. Moving forward to the infotainment, 12.3 inch screen. We see that it upgrades from the 8 inch over to the 12.3 inch. And again, you get your ventilated seats settings here. Your temperature controls are all touch sensitive. But one thing I wanted to show you guys is that you literally have a hand gesture control here. And let's go ahead and show you guys that. Go. Wow, that's pretty cool. Honestly, we see ourselves like coming into the future to where everything's gonna like pop out 3D to you. But that is very cool and convenient. Let's go ahead and show you guys some stuff in vehicle. You get to see your exterior lights, tires, headlights, mirrors. Click into interior. The graphics are very nice on this, and the touch sensitive is very responsive, no lag at all, okay? Heads up display, cockpit, ambient lighting. Let's go ahead and go back to home. Go into settings, we go to screen, and look, you can literally control your hand gesture indicator, stuff like that, display time, and all that good stuff. If you do shoot over to Volkswagen, Nilo Volkswagen, sorry, in Sacramento, they do have a lot of people that will sit there and spend their time with you guys, okay? Also, another cool thing that I wanted to show you guys is if we go over to temperature, we can literally just increase that temperature by sliding your finger. All right, or again, you can just press it if you want to do that too, all right? But I kind of like the sliding mechanism easier. This is your media button, tap on, you get your media, tap off, and then you can turn up your sound through here, okay? Let's go off. Under that, you got a touch sensitive control right in between both vents, and that is your assist for driving. Very cool graphics. Parking, that's your camera. And then if we go into mode, these are all your modes. Eco, Comfort, Sport, Custom, Off-Road, and Snow. Click into that and you get to literally touch every part of your driving experience, engine, sound, drivetrain, and you can literally set customizable settings for that. And then look, climate or klima, if you were to say it in the European language, and then you get the climate controls for that. You get heated and ventilated seats with a heated steering wheel on both of these front seats, okay? Let's go ahead and exit out of that. But there's just so much. It's a tri-zone climate control. You can control also the rear. Center console. Now because you have the all-wheel drive, I want to mention to you guys before I forget is if you have the all-wheel drive, okay, you get the third row USB-C plugins, all right? That's third row USB-C if it comes with the all-wheel drive. Now, Wireless charging pad, standard with the 2 USB-C plugins. That's a cap. The cup holders, and take a look at this, the Naked Green Machine. And this is a very good drink to drink and very healthy, all right? But let me show you guys what it kind of looks like if you guys have drunk naked before. This is kind of what the size of the cup holder looks like. What do you guys think? Small, big? You leave in the comment section below with regards to the size or comparison to that naked drink. Now, engine start, stop. They got the new shift knob or lever or whatever you want to call this, your toggle switch or whatnot, and you would literally just go into reverse, go into drive, and the parking button there with the parking brake button here. Very convenient, so you're not looking for it over here on the left, okay? Some cubby room there and here with the USB-C plug-in. So you get 3 USB-Cs just on the center console right here, and get a load of the new look on this key. Since I have it in my hand, you get the engine start and stop button also because you have the all-wheel drive, right? No all-wheel drive, they're saying you don't get the engine start and stop button on the remote. Now, seats, want you guys to take a good look at the seats again, kind of that plush look, but simple minimalist look. You have on the passenger only electric controls, but the driver's seat itself comes with 3 settings or 3 memory settings for whoever's in that driver's seat, all right? Now, up top, panoramic glass all the way over to the second row in that tilt slide sunroof option. And again, that is touch sensitive. So let's go ahead and show you guys. If we go ahead and just slide that, the sun visor starts to come forward. Stop that. And then we can open that tailgate, open up that moonroof with that tilt and slide, okay? Now let's go ahead and close that. Touch sensitive lighting. Now, before we go over to the back, I want to show you guys one more cool thing and feature, is that safety features for anybody who feels like they want to grab their neck or hands. Check this out. Literally, it has a pressure sensor that will read if there's too much pressure on that window, and won't close, all right? So you're not hurting or anything, or if you have an animal or something like a dog or a cat and they just like to stick their face out the window, they will not be getting hurt, all right? Now we're pretty much done with the front side of this all new look on the 2024 Atlas. Let's go ahead and show you guys second and third row seating. So now second row seating of the 2024 Atlas, and what do we see here? Now you have the option of getting a bench seat or captain chairs. Well, we're looking at the bench seat itself, and it's a 60%er with a 40%er. And let me show you guys what that looks like. 60%, we're gonna drop this backrest, and that's what it kind of looks like. And that's your 40%er. We're gonna lift that back up. All right, it does come car seat compatible. You can also control from this lever here in the front, you can move it forward and back. And you can also bunny hop by this lever here up near the shoulder area. And you bunny hop and move it forward and get a load of all that room that third row passenger has to get over to that third row. Now, cool safety feature that you get on the second row is, in order to put that seat back, you have to lift the lever again and drop that back, all right? So push that back. Now, same look in that leather perforated look with the same stitching. Armrest with the cup holders, and again, you have 2 different size cup holders here, or 3, I would say, if you got something super, super small right there in the middle. But let's drop our handy dandy Naked Green Machine drink, very healthy, all right? And that is pretty much what's fitting in that. And then if I go ahead and try to put it into the second one, the second or mid-size one, it will not fit, okay? So maybe a little Izzy drink, if you know what Izzy's are, you can have that and drop that in there, okay? So there you go. Now, in front of us, pockets, 2 pockets, 1 on each side of the back of the front seats. Tri-zone climate control with the second row heated seating. Under that, a 115 volt. If you go ahead and push the right side of that cap, it literally opens. That's very cool, and kind of a minimalist look down there, simple. And you get that 115 volt inverter with your USB-C plugins, right? Now, door panels, sun visors. If that sun is bothering you, right above that window, hold on. Right above that window, your snap handles with your touch sensitive lighting. That is very cool and convenient, all right? You still have that same look coming over from the front to the back of that door panel. Now, I'm about 6 feet 2 inches. Head clearance is completely there. There is no worry, and this is a long road trip check car with your leg clearance completely clear on that as well, everybody. Now let's go ahead and jump over to the third row. Open that door, jump over to the third row, and bunny hop these seats forward. Now let's say I was going to put these seats back in a regular position. And this is what it's kind of looking like back here. Now, of course, every seat or every third row seat is going to be a little bit more claustrophobic or small here in the back seat. But honestly, for a 6 foot 2 inch guy, you're literally clear. I'm barely touching that. Now that's with the option of not moving this seat forward, and you do have enough room to move that seat forward. So I do see that you can increase, but this is very nice and convenient. 50%er and a 50%er again for the 2 passengers here in the back. And your head clearance, I'm slightly touching this little drop down here in the back or on the top of this Atlas interior. Touch sensitive lighting here as well. Now, on the right and the left, you get 2 USB-C plugins, cup holders on both sides with a little bit of cubby room on each side, all right? That's pretty much it, guys. But if you do have some animals or passengers back here, that C-pillar vent here, you get also, for people that are feeling a little bit more claustrophobic or you're thinking about your animals here in the back, and you want them to have some air, you got the vents there too, okay? So let's turn off that lighting. Now we're pretty much done. Now, as promised, to this 2024 Atlas, here is the MSRP sticker and what exactly comes with it and the MSRP price on top. Let me know what you guys think. Any comments, questions, concerns, leave in the comment section below. We hopefully you found out or you found this video helpful for you guys. Guys, let us know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching our channel here at Vagabond Builds. Keep watching, stay tuned. We appreciate you guys. God bless you.